Hey guys, what is up? It is Thursday, and it's time for another episode of the Yo-Yo Show. Today we got a very special episode planned, and it has to do with Hubstacks. I've had some requests to do a video about Hubstacks. As you all know, the Hubstack Afterglow came out last week, and today in the mail I actually got mine. I'm going to do a little video of me using the Hubstack Afterglow, and I'm going to show you some tricks that you can do with your Hubstacks. Now Hubstacks I don't know a lot of tricks with, but I do know a couple that I really enjoy. They're just little dinky kind of tricks. The rest I'm going to leave up to you guys. Send in your videos of what you guys do with your Hubstacks, and that will make a great video to put on our next week's show. So to start off, a couple of the first things I really liked about Hubstacks, I saw in a video where someone would take their yo-yo with Hubstacks, spin it like that, and then bind it. I thought that was really cool, and so I decided to get Hubstacks just so I could do that. First Hubstack yo-yo I had was a grind machine, and if you've ever played with a grind machine, you know it's kind of hard to get all your fingers wrapped around that bearing, so it's really hard to do that trick, but it is possible. Another one is the pull start. Everyone knows that one. But that one is another great trick. You can pull start and you start doing your tricks. I really like that one too. Pull it out, flip it over, bind, pull it back out. Okay. I watched a lot of videos yesterday of people using Hubstacks. I got a couple of ideas, but I can't really do them yet. If you look up Hubstack yo-yo tricks, there will be something from Slusney, where there was a Hubstack video contest, where people send in videos of them using their Hubstacks, and there's a couple really cool ones. If you can look those up and figure out how to do them, I just didn't have any patience or time to learn about it. I remember when I first got Hubstacks, like I said, it was on my grind machine. All I did was like, woo! I didn't really, they were more of just a novelty. And they really are. They're really just kind of a fun little thing to play with. Oh boy. One thing I usually do, you do a pull start, whip over. It's just like an over whip. Drop it in. That one's really fun. You can do a grind, grab your Hubstacks. This skyline I actually got from Tyler Severance when I went down to Arizona. And today, that sounds really bad. One of the bearings started to go out. I don't know if it's just dirty or what's with it. I'm gonna have to fix that. But it still works for now. Enough for me to make this video. Now, let me give you a look at the Hubstack Afterglow. For those of you who've got it, you know what this is, the Hubstack Afterglow. It's exactly what you'd expect, or maybe it isn't, I don't know. Don't expect you're getting a great quality yo-yo. Remember, this is a light up yo-yo. It's got Hubstacks, glow in the dark plastic. Don't be expecting anything too high quality. But it is very fun. I've been playing with it for a couple minutes, and just how it lights up. You can do your tricks. It's a pretty good yo-yo. One thing that I would suggest is please be careful with them. They don't feel as durable as some of the other plastic yo-yos, but they are definitely fun to play with, mess around with, entertain your friends with, and they've got the Hubstacks. The Hubstacks are one of my favorite part about it, because you can do like a little glow show. Tonight, Dallin and I are going to be competing kind of, in a talent show. This is just, it's ISU's Got Talent, so they have pre-rounds that they're going to do. We are going to just do a couple of 1A tricks just to get into the competition. Then, April 4th, we're going to bust out our hubstacks. We both have them, and we're going to do a whole show with 2A, 4A, 1A, and not 5A, because neither one of us can do that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Wish us luck, and I hope that we win, because we're gonna buy a brand new Monkey Finger G² collabs with them, customized and everything. It's gonna be cool.
Bullseye.
Okay guys, that's it for the hubstack portion and slash review of the hubstack yo-yo. Maybe I'll show it to you again. See, it's more V-shaped than their usual grind machine shape, or like the D or the 888 shape. Next time, I think I'm going to do a video. But Dallin is going to be doing our tricks of the week, and we'll get with him and see what he's got planned. Unfortunately, I did not get my new Apex today. I was really hoping for it. Just wasn't in the cards, I guess. But hopefully next week I'll be able to do an unboxing for my new Apex and be able to show that off. Okay guys, this week we have something special. I actually got in touch with Gallimore, and he is going to be giving us a tutorial. I asked him some questions, some interview questions that he's going to answer for us. I hope you like it. He's a really great yo-yoer. He's going to teach us his trick called Decaying Meat Tower. If you haven't seen it already, it's a really cool trick, and he'll be able to teach you how to do it.
Alright, so first off, I'd like to say thanks, Tyler, for inviting me to be a guest on your show, and I'm glad that I got a chance to do this interview, because I'm sure I'll answer a couple questions in this that a few people want to ask, but I haven't met them in person or wouldn't normally get a chance to ask me. So without further ado, the questions. I first started yo-yoing in about 2006 when the Fast 201 commercial was airing on I think it was Cartoon Network. I remember during the commercial there was I saw the trick not breakaway, it was boingy boing. And after seeing that trick in the commercial, I was blown away. I'd never seen anything like that before. So I went and I got my first Fast 201, I think at Walmart. And then from that little trick booklet, I kind of learned. I learned all the tricks, and I guess I must have skipped breakaway, but that's a question for later. And I continued. I was in about 6th grade in 2006, so I continued 6th, 7th, 8th in my freshman year of high school, and then I quit for a couple years. And then I think it was like 2009, I think, halfway through my junior year of high school. I had seen my yo-yo sitting on my dresser, and I decided to pick it up and see if I still remembered how to do my tricks from before I quit. And surprisingly, I still remembered how to do Spirit Bomb, which is the last trick that I knew how to do before I quit. And I was able to do it just about flawlessly the first attempt, which was pretty cool, and that kind of re-sparked my interest. And then from then on, so 2009 till now, I'd been yo-yoing pretty much nonstop. I guess I kind of answered this one in the first question, but my first yo-yo was the Fast 201. It wasn't a very good yo-yo. With the response system that it had, it was so loud, and you really had to be perfect and exact with that trick, and you had to be fast if you wanted to get any of the tricks done. But when I first got back into yo-yoing, I guess my first yo-yo when I started up again was the Protostar I got at the local mall when I was getting back into it. And for about a good solid year and a half, me and the Protostar would be doing a lot of work, learning lots of tricks, whips, tech tricks, anything that was that Andre Boulet was doing with his tutorials, and it just kind of snowballed. I think my favorite yo-yo memory, I don't know if I can pick one because there's a lot, but I think my favorite one of all was probably going to Worlds last year. And that was just, I don't know, it was awesome being around so many players. It was because you don't see that a whole lot here in Arizona because we're all pretty spread out. But going to Worlds and seeing yo-yo players from all over the world coming together at one spot, and so you could talk to them and finally meet people that you'd only seen like on YouTube in person, and actually talk to them and hang out and exchange tricks and see all the cool stuff on display and to watch all the performances, especially 1A finals. That was a lot of fun. I don't think I have any particular favorite yo-yo. I have lots of different favorite yo-yos, and I probably have to say that if I was to pick a favorite yo-yo, it would probably have to be from like an individual company, because I can't just pick one overall, because I've tried so many different yo-yos and I like a lot. So I'd say probably my top 5 would probably be the Dropner from Yo-Yo Recreation. That's an awesome yo-yo. Probably the best one that I've used performance-wise. Next would probably be the Prestige from General Yo. The Prestige and the Model 10 both are probably, I think they're probably close to my all-time favorite, but the Dropner is pretty close. Caribou Lodge, I've always been a fan of Caribou Lodge, and I have to say that the Bonfire right now is probably my favorite from them. Yo-Yo Jam's probably a Diamondback. From G-Squared, it's probably the Triton. Yoyo Factory, way back when I had what was it called? It was the Protege. It was part of their budget metal lineup, and me and that Protege, I took it everywhere and I learned all kinds of tricks on it. It was like my beater yo-yo. That thing is beat. I still have it, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. But yeah, those are some of my favorite yo-yos. There's a few people that I think I look up to the most, and I want to say Guy Wright is probably the one that I look up to the most, because when I was first getting into yo-yoing, his tricks were just absolutely mind-blowing to see, like his slacks and his whips and his insane grind tricks that he was able to pull off with a yo-yo were just, they blew my mind. Like, still to this day I watch his videos and I go back just for fun to see the old stuff that I really liked and I still really enjoy to watch, because slack and whip tricks and stuff like that are some of my favorite things. So it's I don't know, he's just one of my favorite players, and to actually meet him at California States this year was pretty cool. I was most excited to see him at the contest than actually making finals. But making finals probably would have been really cool, but to meet him in person was probably my favorite part of California State this year. Another player that I look up to is Alexi JV. Probably for obvious reasons, he's also a front thrower, and that's not very common. And I had discovered him like right about the 2.5 year mark of my yo-yoing. So, and I had seen that he had just gotten sponsored by Spy, which at that time was my favorite company, and they're still a favorite company of mine, but they're no longer around, unfortunately. But to see that he was sponsored and he threw differently. He didn't throw breakaway like everybody else. It kind of was like, oh, okay, so he does something a little different, and I don't have to throw a breakaway or whatever. And that's not important, I guess, when a company is looking for like sponsorship or anything. And that it's more about what they're doing, trick-wise or tutorial, and whatever they're doing for the community or their skill or the skill, all that stuff is more important than how you throw. So that was pretty cool, and he's still a really huge inspiration and a favorite player of mine, someone that I really look up to. And there's a lot more, but I don't want to make the answer too long, so I'll just cut it off right there. I get asked this question a lot, and it really doesn't bother me. It's actually kind of fun to explain. But the reason I throw front throw instead of breakaway is, I don't know, that's just kind of how I did it. There was no one around to really say, hey, you're throwing it the wrong way, or hey, breakaway is the right way to do it. So when I was learning tricks, I never encountered any problems up until I got to like magic drop, which I didn't discover until way later that the reason magic drop works is because of the direction the yo-yo is spinning, and when you don't throw a breakaway, you can't really do magic drop very easily. You kind of have to reposition your hands a certain way so that the string will fall off. But now it doesn't bother me as much that other people, I guess some people don't really like that I don't throw a breakaway, and it, I don't know, doesn't really bother me. But I think it's neat now because I've kind of, a lot of the tricks that I do now that I've made up are tricks that I've made from the front throw, so they use the direction of the spin to work, to make my tricks work the right way. So there's tricks that, a lot of my tricks only work if you do a front throw, and they won't work from a breakaway because there's certain rejections or it'll snag at certain points. And I only discovered this when I was trying to teach some of my tricks to my friends at my local yo-yo club. And I don't know that they run into problems because they all throw breakaways and I'm the odd one out who doesn't. So I kind of have I guess a style all on my own, and I think it's pretty cool to have something that's my own and unique like that. Taco Bell serving breakfast. I don't know if I could deal with, I guess the diarrhea that early in the morning before noon. Yeah, so I guess that's how I feel about Taco Bell serving breakfast. I like Taco Bell, but they wouldn't be my first choice for breakfast.